Hey, welcome! Today, we're jumping into a really slick football betting technique that uses a clever, data-driven filter. So if you feel like your bets are just spinning their wheels, you're going to want to stick around for this. Let's get right to it.
Does this sound familiar? You know, you do all the research, you place your bets, and then at the end of the week, you're pretty much exactly where you started. You're just breaking even. It feels like no matter what strategy you try, you just can't break through into consistent profit. It's super frustrating, right? But what if I told you it's not just bad luck?
So, the whole premise here is that this break-even cycle is caused by what we'll call problematic matches. You know, those games that look great on paper, but then just end up draining your bankroll. The key isn't about trying to guess better. It's about building a system that automatically weeds those bad apples out.
Okay, so how do we build a system like that? Well, the answer actually comes from the world of machine learning.
So, what does that actually mean for us? Well, unlike some rigid, fixed formula, machine learning algorithms get smarter over time. The more data they chew on, more matches, more results, the sharper and more accurate their predictions become. And that, right there, is the power we're going to tap into.
The technique itself is what's known as a dual algorithm system. So, we're not just relying on one computer's opinion. We're actually making two different data models work together to find a much stronger signal.
And here's the blueprint, plain and simple. Step 1. We find potential value bets on a site called Soccer Vista. Then, and this is the absolute crucial part, we run those picks through a second site, Pro Soccer, to see if they, quote, agree in principle. So how does that really work? Let's break it down.
All right, step 1, the Soccer Vista pick. This is our starting point, where we find our initial batch of potential matches.
So here's your checklist for Soccer Vista. You go to their main page, where they list all the games by date. Now you're only looking for really clear predictions, either a home win, which they mark with a 1, or an away win, marked with a 2. But here's the most important filter, value. We only even consider matches where the odds are 2.0 or better.
And just to make this super practical, here's exactly where to find what you're looking for. For the away team's odds, it's the 4th column from the right in their big table. For the home team, it's the 6th column from the right. This lets you just scan down the page really quickly and spot those valuable 2.0 plus opportunities.
So now we have our list of potential bets. But hold on, we don't place any bets yet. Now it's time for the most important part of this whole thing, the Pro Soccer filter. This is the secret sauce that's designed to save us from those problematic matches.
And here is the golden rule. We need Soccer Vista and Pro Soccer to agree in principle. Now, this does not mean they need to have the exact same prediction. It just means that the second prediction from Pro Soccer can't directly contradict the first one. That's the key.
This table shows you exactly what that agreement looks like. So if Soccer Vista says home win or 1, we get a green light if Pro Soccer also says home win or a home win or a draw, that's 1x, or even a more neutral 1 or 2. Same thing for an away win. But, and this is huge, if there's a complete disagreement, we dismiss the match. No hesitation, no exceptions.
Okay, theory is one thing, but let's look at a real-world example from the source material. You'll see just how powerful this simple cross-check really is.
So take this match, Oldham versus Woking. Soccer Vista picked out a value bet, an away win for Woking, predicted as a 2. But when we run it through our filter, Pro Soccer predicted a 1x, meaning a home win for Oldham or a draw. See that? That is a textbook example of a complete disagreement. One model says the away team will win, the other says the away team won't win.
So, what's our action? It couldn't be simpler. We dismiss the match, we just move on. We don't sit there and try to figure out which algorithm is more right. The disagreement itself is the red flag we're looking for. This is the filter doing its job perfectly. So, why go through all this trouble? Well, this brings us right to the payoff. Finally moving out of that break-even rut and into actual consistent profit.
You see, the matches we're filtering out, like that Oldham game, are the ones that so often lead to what the source calls NA, or no action, results. In other words, these are the unexpected losses and draws that absolutely kill your momentum and keep you trapped at that break-even point.
Remember these teams from the source material? Sunderland, Bordeaux, all of them? Every single one was flagged as a potential value bet by one algorithm. But guess what? They all failed to win. They either lost or drew. These are the exact kinds of hidden traps that this dual algorithm filter is designed to help you dodge.
So here's the bottom line. By systematically just removing the highest risk, most problematic matches from your list, you're left with a smaller, but a much, much stronger pool of bets. And that is what can finally push your results from just treading water into the territory of consistent profit.
And really, that's the heart of this whole technique. It's not just about one specific system. It's a way of thinking. And it leaves us with a really powerful question. Whether it's in betting or any other part of your life, what could adding one simple, data-driven filter change about your strategy? Thanks for tuning in.